Hello everyone, this is Yael from Yael Alchemy, and I'm here with the weekly message of the Divine Masculine to his beloved, the Divine Feminine, for the week of May 29 to June 4th. Okay, so I've already prayed over the cards and shuffled them, and at the bottom of the deck should be the general energies of the reading here. We have the Four of Coins. So the Divine Masculine right now, because here we see this man on a tree, and it seems like this is an energy of hoarding. You see here this tree, inside the trunk of the tree are things that are precious. Okay, we have the ring, the padlocked heart, the keys, and the bonfire. Okay, and this man, before, he's wanted to keep it to himself, and he's climbed that tree to keep it precious and close to him. So it's almost like an energy of hoarding. But the thing is, he has these pentacles on the branches of the trees, and in order to reach out and get all the other things that are in store for him, this man eventually needs to get down from the tree and find a better way to get these pentacles. And that is what the Divine Masculine is at. If you watched the Twin Flame weekly reading for this week, remember, he's looking for an alternative way, because he currently doesn't like where he is right now, whether that's in separation from his beloved, with no contact, whether this speaks to the Divine Masculines who have not yet met their Divine Feminines in the physical, or Divine Masculines that are currently still with their karmics. So he knows there's something more out there, because last week, if you remember, that he was mulling about his bad investments, his bad choices. Okay, so that's the energy, because here we have the King of Swords, and the depiction in this deck is this man, and he has this baby swathed in fur, and the inspiration of the artist here was this childhood rhyme, "Bye Baby Bunting." I don't know if you remember that. So it's "Bye Baby Bunting, Daddy's gone a hunting." I forgot the rest of it. But anyway, this speaks to being an absentee father, provider. And here, the Divine Masculine realizes that he's been gone. That he needs to provide materially already, or at least do something in the physical and the tangible to take care of those that he loves. Okay, the next card here is the Ace of Coins, and this points to something new that he's cooking up, beginning. You can see the cherry blossoms here surrounding this big coin, and the coin is in the image of the sun. Okay, and there's the diamond there right in the middle. The cherry trees, the branches, form a 5-pointed star, and the depiction is throughout all these seasons. So it's taken a while for this new beginning to kick in, but it's going to, because the Divine Masculine now realizes that it's time for him to go get those other pentacles. Okay, and you see here, so this is what he desires. Okay, this is the King of Wands, so it's a mature decision, not an impulsive one that is brought on by wisdom. And here you see this lion here. Last week we had tremendous lion energy. Okay, and we have the pine cone here, and the enlightenment, the diamond there, and the crown of this king. So that is what he is working for also now. He knows he needs to move. But let's see what message he has for his beloved for this week. Okay. The first card is the Nine of Swords. And the Divine Masculine with this card is telling his beloved that he's gone through this. This is a card of really thought-induced thoughts, fear-based thoughts regarding failure. You see here, there's a chessboard here, just like the Ten of Pentacles that appeared in the weekly reading. But here his fears regarding the king being told that there's checkmate, the king being captured, the king not getting to his goal. So it's related to that, his fears. Now let's open the cards here first so we see the entire message. Okay, the next card here is the Five of Wands, and this speaks of competition. Now these are chestnuts, and this is a game called Conkers. So they're horse chestnuts wherein you spool some thread and then you pit them against each other. Okay, so this is conflict. This speaks of conflict. You can see here all these pine cones on fire. So these represents the various interests that are being pitted against each other. Okay, so this is an energy of conflict, being in battle. And the next card here is the World card. So our Divine Masculine is actually telling his beloved counterpart that he has overcome all these. Okay? The fear of being rejected. The fear. That's why he's moving forward. Remember, I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago, the last reading I had before I got sick, this card appeared there. And so the Divine Masculine was thoroughly almost paralyzed. It was paralyzing fear that they could not go down and could not let go of what they had. It's like a bird in the hand is better than two birds in the bush. Okay? So they could not let go, but right now he's realizing that these may be more precious, what he does not have yet, and so he's going after it. But he could not go after it because of this again, debilitating fear. It's almost panicky energy that he could not start again, that he might fail again in this venture, and that his heart may be broken all over again. Because really, when you get disappointed or you get into a disappointing relationship that didn't work out, you don't get into a relationship thinking it won't work out. People don't do that. You get it with the highest of hopes that it's going to turn out for the best. But despite all your efforts, sometimes it really doesn't work out. That's why there is conflict. There is fighting, battles here. But the Divine Masculine tells his beloved that he's overcome that. This is the World card. And here we see this woman being victorious. All the other elements are also represented in this card here, which means it's completed, it's come full circle, and he has risen above those fears. Okay? The next card that we have is the Seven of Swords. Excuse me. And the Seven of Swords, here we see the Divine Masculine almost having a dual countenance, okay? Half of him, there's a dragon protruding from his neck area where the pulse is, you know? And the other half of him looks like a menacing convict. So there's this duality that, okay, what they're telling me is that the dragon inside them has been awakened. That's why they have the fire already to start this new beginning. And that's very important. He's embraced it as part of him. And it's what he gathers strength from, this fire. The fire in his belly. You know, like this fire that is depicted on the shirt here of this man holding the Seven of Swords. That goes into the solar plexus, which really defines, goes to how you define yourself, who you are. It's the seat of personal power. And actually, yes, yeah, I will. Actually, those who have received RASHEEBA healings, this is a very important part, especially the advanced RASHEEBA, because there's a lot of work done in the solar plexus. It gets integrated. Usually the last point drawn in the variety of symbols is on the solar plexus, because that's your personal, the seat of your personal power. And now our divine masculines, at least those who have imbibed these energies and those who have embraced the creator part of themselves, okay, it's like they've transformed from being the victim of circumstance, of bad choices, of impulsiveness, the impulsiveness of youth perhaps. They've gone from that to this man who realizes that he's a creator in himself and acknowledges it as part of him. So those who still need advanced RASHEEBA healing, especially for their divine masculine, they're still up on my site. Just go visit, okay? Anyway, that's why he was able to overcome these. And let's look at the last card. Okay, this is the Eight of Coins. Again, this card appeared in the Twin Flame Weekly reading, which also confirms that the Divine Masculine is really hard at work. If he's not there yet, he's on his way. That's the message they wanted me to tell the Divine Feminines. Okay? So, don't lose hope. He's working on it. Okay, he's gotten over this with your help, with your assistance. Now he's working on fully embracing this and figuring out what he can do with this. Because remember, he's going to do this in the physical, especially if you're both working towards your physical union. Then there he is hard at work creating. In the other decks, you see the Eight of Coins as sort of like a laborer in a machine shop. But here we have an artist drawing, creating. So that is what the Divine Masculine is doing. Now let's pick some clarifying cards for this message. Okay, for the Nine of Swords, okay, This is fire. This is passions. This means that he was at loggerheads with himself because there are things that he wanted, he desired, and it was eating him. Okay? These are roosters. They're fighting. And he felt that before, in the situation when he still could not decide what to do, he felt as though he was fighting for his life. Not physically, but when you're just existing and, you're doing the same things every day, but it doesn't have meaning. You are with somebody, but there's no connection. There's no emotional connection there. So that's what he was really torn up inside about. Okay, and for the Five of Wands. Okay, so see here. This battle, this conflict, the arguments that needed to be reconciled, that's what's caused the delay. Everybody wanted something out of our divine masculines, especially whether that was work, whether that was the karmics, whether it was the children, whether it was something else. Okay? The divine masculine now, they're saying that needed time to be reconciled. That's why, hence the delay. For the World card, okay, see here, this is beautiful, beauty. You can see here this flower, and atop its flower is a heart, and it didn't stop there. A crown had to be put on top of the heart. So this is a blossoming towards an elevation in the spiritual journey, the progress, the ascension path, and the path to reuniting with their twin flames. Because that's almost synonymous. Okay? That the more you ascend, the closer you get to union in the physical. Of course, there's a fine print there. Union in the physical if both of you want it. Okay? Okay, and then for the Seven of Swords. Okay, here. This is being chained. Okay? But now, he's discovered the strength within him to break free from these chains. That's why here he is painted as an ex-convict. Okay? So he's no longer convicted. Okay, so there, for the Eight of Coins. Okay. This is rest, relaxation. This is a cottage in the countryside. So right now, that's what he's doing. He's not literally resting in the countryside, but he's taking his time to create something of beauty. He's working on it. And he's doing it for the right reasons. Yes, that is what they wanted to say. Because when you're relaxing, let's say, yes, you're on vacation, and it's not a stressful vacation. We do get stressful vacations, especially if you're part of a tour group. You have to be here this time, that time. No, it's not that. Okay? This rest is associated with rejuvenating and creating. I don't know if a whole lot of you are creatives, but sometimes, and this is what some non-creatives really don't get. They think that other creative people, that they're just sitting there lounging around, having coffee with each other. But really, this is it's part of the creative process. Because in that downtime, when you're really not thinking about what you're supposed to be thinking of, when there is no pressure, that's when the good ideas come. Because that's when you can hear your higher self, your muse, your inspiration above the din. You get what I'm saying? So that's what he's doing now. Trying to get into that place, because he's come from this, remember, and he wants to create something beautiful with this divine feminine, because that's finished now, especially for the divine masculines who have tapped into their inner dragons. Okay, so their own they're in co-creator mode already. Okay, so that's what I have for this week. And remember, I still have my heart chakra Reiki special on, and that's 30 minutes of Reiki with divine codes for sacral heart activation, optimizing and balancing the heart chakra. And for those whose heart chakras are closed, that would mean those who have low self-esteem, or they lack self-love, or they have trouble really embracing their shadow selves and accepting everything about them, and have deep injuries in a soul level. And as I said in my Twin Flame Weekly, sometimes you don't really realize how deep the injuries are on a soul level, that they've closed up your heart. Then this would be a good tool for you to help you with. Okay? In any case, yes, do check it out if you feel you or your twin need this. There is a couple's heart chakra Reiki available. And for those whose divine masculine still haven't achieved this state yet, then do consider getting a RASHEEBA healing session. I'm going to put it at the end of the video because I didn't expect the message from the divine masculines this week. So for those who haven't seen it or haven't tried that mode of healing, that really helps the divine masculines. So do check it out. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Okay, take care. Bye.